Jay-Z is losing everything, his good reputation, his money, and now he's even losing his family. Jay-Z and Beyonce was spotted at their daughter's Blue Ivy's Mufasa movie premiere, but that's the last time he's seen her, and he don't have a clue where she is. It's been reported that she left the country, and he don't have a clue where she at. There's been rumors about them getting a divorce before these accusations even surfaced because she knew that these things were going to hit the fan due to his long relationship with people like R. Kelly and Diddy, who are both behind bars, and it's looking like Jay-Z is about to be sharing the cell with either Diddy or R. Kelly because according to the internet, he's just as guilty as them and Beyonce don't want nothing to do with him no more. Y'all need to listen at this. Hello, hello, who this is?
Hey, Sean, this is Brandy.
Brandy, I'm so glad you called in. You don't save my life once again. That's why I love you to death. We talking about Beyonce allegedly leaving the country after these allegations about Jay-Z. How you feel about all this stuff?
Oh, Sean, like you said, it's deeper than it seems. I feel like a part of the reason if she did leave the country, it's probably because they have already been preparing to leave anyway, and it's just a paradox.
Yeah.
So they're already planning to leave because of what's happening in the country as far as the banking institutions and
Mm-hmm.
all these policies changing and whatnot with Trump coming in. That's number one. But number two, obviously, um, allegations related to Puff Daddy and Jay Z have been, they've been pending since last year, actually, since the whole, what's the girl's name? The lawsuit between Cassie and Diddy. People were talking about Jay Z all the way back then. So I think at that point is when they started preparing to leave anyway. Um, I feel terrible about what's happening. I don't necessarily know whether or not Jay Z is actually guilty, but I will say that everybody has skeletons in their closet,
Mm.
and I wouldn't doubt that maybe he did possibly do something that somebody's gonna allege that he did. But Jay Z is a fighter. Like I said, everybody has skeletons in their closet. I just hope that he wins the fight. Another thing is I hope that he wins if he's innocent. But I am a proponent of believing that these people who align themselves, these celebrities who have aligned themselves with the other elite rich people, the black ones, who had been being used by these, big entertainment investors all this time, who
Mm-hmm.
have been, kind of misleading black culture in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they kind of felt like they were on top of the world. There's been some songs that Jay Z has written where he stated that. Um,
He said, "Forever young, I wanna be forever young." He said, "Don't you really want to live forever, forever?" And he got a song called "For." He 50 years old, talking about forever young, young Hove, young. He keeps talking about young Hove like he's still 16 years old, even though he 50 something.
yeah, yeah. And he also said in one of his songs that, who's higher than them, like in reference to what authorities are you going to tell? Basically, we are the authorities. I can't remember what song it is. I feel like it's a
Mm.
song either with Lil Wayne
I know what
or
you're
with
talking about.
Kanye. You know which
Yeah,
one I'm talking about?
yeah, I know exactly what you're
Yes.
talking about.
And so I just feel like there's a lot that there's just a lot that they've done, and it's been illegal. And the people that they've done it with are people who had knowledge of it are the ones that are kind of revealing it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, obviously, but I just kind of feel like it's they're targeted though at this point because I had placed a note in your chat on another
Mm-hmm.
video. You don't see these Catholic priests being arrested and found out and all this stuff. All the little babies and boys they've been playing with. Why is it that
Mm-hmm.
nobody is? exposing them. What's the difference? But we're not we not like them. They not like us. So we the ones that's gonna get exposed in this world for what we've done. We're the ones that's gonna be brought down, and the system's gonna take everything that we have whenever we attempt to be like the devil. You can't play both
Mm,
sides. You can't be, a child of God and think that you're gonna get away with doing what the devil does, because that's not the bargain. That's not what God that's not you can't be protected under God doing that stuff. And that's what's
well,
happening to these people, in my opinion, my humble opinion.
I hear you. But put it like this: everybody at the top of the hip hop Forbes list is catching hell, man. Look, Jay Z at the top of the Forbes list with $2.5 billion.
Mhm.
Diddy come in second place at $850 million. So why is it the people at the top of the hip hop or Dr. Dre? They got allegations and lawsuits waiting for his ass. You already know it. They
Mhm.
all about the they now he ain't gonna have no problems with it because he got the complexion for the protection. Kanye West at the top of the Forbes. You seen what happened to Kanye? He was a
Mhm.
billionaire one day, next day he ain't got the money no more. They dragged his ass for a good little minute. So it ain't about the little Uzis or the little Yachties or the little Durkies or the the young rappers or the people that ain't got that bag. The Master P's ain't got shit to worry about. You know what I'm saying? It's them people at the top of the Forbes list that's catching all of the hell.
I would agree with you, but you see what they did to Dirk, though. They got him too. He's locked up too. And I feel like anybody who have a few $1,000,000, what they're gonna do is, and they're, like I said, not on the opposite side. They're gonna judge them. Their judgment day is here. They're gonna judge them, and they're going to be arrested. Like, what
See,
did you do with your money? What did you do with your? Oh, you was pimping. Oh, really? Oh, you was.
no. Now, murder is one thing. Dirk in jail for murder, murder for
Mhm.
hire. Rappers go to jail for kill. There's plenty of rappers in jail for murder or killing or something like that. But with these people, they always hit them with the Michael Jackson, Bill Cosby, date rape. They always hit a brother ever since Emmett Till, man. This is the oldest trick in the book. They always get them with some sex, some allegations, some freaky shit going on.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, that's what they've done recently, though. Yeah, I've seen that happen recently, and that I'll never forget it. It was during that movement, the Me Too movement, the Times Up movement. Once that Times Up movement hit the fan, that's when every all these folks start being found out and locked up. It was the Times Out movement first, then it was the Me Too. After
Mm-hmm.
those girls start chasing those big white executives. But then now you got all these black guys going down, as they should if they did anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I
Mm-hmm.
said in the first place, everybody want to be running out here running behind Satan with all the money instead of
Yeah.
chasing behind God, who's blessing us, with whatever we need when we need it. Y'all out here chasing Satan, doing whatever you can to please, the op. That's what happens. He'll flip the script on you in a hot second. You did
But you
something
know
wrong with
what?
the money, you're going down with the Fed. That's what's
You know
happening.
what? Hip hop been doing women dirty for a long time, man. It been plenty of songs directed directly at women that's just horrible, man. Hateful, spiteful, you name it. They go in. Hip hop been going in on women for a hot minute, man. So when stuff like this hit the news, you really can't say that it never happened because it ain't like they have no love for women like that. Ain't no telling what type of
Mhm.
foul shit they'll do towards a female based off of the lyrics they've been putting out there and the visuals, the music videos, just exploiting women. It's sick, and man, you see the Big Pimpin' video. They on the boat. These whole Nelly got a video. He's swiping the credit card down the female's ass.
Yep. Yep. Just, yeah, doing everything that they could possibly do, to show these people we don't care about. First of all, It's so deep. It's not even funny. First of all, the woman is one of the most precious things in this world that God could have created because without a
Mm-hmm.
woman, nobody would have life. So you first of all, and that is if there was to be, say, a God in this world, right? A actual, just say a physical one,
Mm-hmm.
then you would say it would be the one that could actually bring life into this world. So that's the one that's supposed to be coveted and protected in every way possible. You
Mm-hmm.
would sit here, like you just said, and show the world that, oh, we don't care about these,
That's
not
it.
women, not even ladies, but B words. We don't care
Mm.
about these. We don't care that they give life to us. We don't care. We don't care what gives life to us. We're just gonna, for money we'll do anything. And that this is what those who will for money will do anything. This is what you get. Now the thing about it is working hard is one thing. Being creative, being smart, intelligent, God gave us those blessings, but it's about how you use them. You have to say no to something. There was this campaign saying no to drugs. Yes, they absolutely say no to drugs. Say no to anything that will control you. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? That controls your mind, including the money. Sometimes it's okay to say no to the money. You got people. I have people chasing me all the time, just really make me want to throw up. I don't
Mm.
need anything from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Stop bothering me trying to give me money for anything. I don't need it. Leave me alone. God got me, period.
Mm.
People
Mm-hmm.
need to learn how to really depend and trust God. But
Yeah. Do you feel like
yeah.
Beyonce should stay with Jay Z because she was with him on the red carpet? She'll shake a butt cheek in his music video. She'll get freaky, you know, in his promos, whatever the case. She was with him in the Maybach. Do you feel like she need to stick with her man to ride it out, or you feel like she need to go on and just leave him behind?
Whew, that's a hard one. Okay, so I would probably see I'm okay because I'm not in a personal relationship. I don't know. I would say from the outside, I would say stick with your man. That's
Mm-hmm.
from the outside. That's what I would say because guess what? At the end of the day, who's gonna love him during this time? I mean, if he did this 25 years away, 25 years ago, I would say, I mean, hopefully he's learned better by now. Maybe he's even repented for it. But the devil doesn't care that you repented, but God does. So, I mean, if you are his wife, then, stick by your man. You might want to separate from him, for a while, possibly. Um, just really think things through also. I mean, like I said, I'm not in the relationship, but I would say obviously use your brain. You might divorce him and then just marry him in a different way. But God, the girl could have divorced him a long time ago. So if you weren't going to divorce him then when he was doing all the cheating and running around and all that stuff, then why divorce him when something comes out about him from 25 years ago?
Well,
So if you're going to
in
do
the
the right
entertainment
thing,
business, the norm is the norm. Beyonce came up under Chris Stokes, Marcus Houston. She said Usher went on Club Shay Shay and said he babysitted Beyonce when she was younger. Can you imagine the industry she came up in and how they get down? Chris
yes,
Stokes, B2K, she Destiny's Child, they was on the same tour with B2K back in the day. And you heard what Raz B
mhm,
said was going on. So this is her norm. How can
yep,
Jay Z way older than her? Ain't no telling how long they been messing around with each other. He got songs letting the world know he like young girls. He got a song with Pharrell called "Young Girls." He all his rap albums. He said, "I've been sinning since you've been playing with Barbie and Ken, and you can't change a player's game in the ninth inning." Basically saying, "Hell,
wow,
I've been doing this since you was in since you was a baby girl playing with baby dolls. Like I ain't never gonna change."
right. Yeah, that it's crazy. But she was with him during that time frame. The
Mhm.
thing of it is that I'm old school. I'm not old, but I'm old school. So when it comes to being married, some of these girls be married to drug dealers
Yeah.
or be married to all types of people. If you knew who he was when you married him, you knew that this was a thug, you knew it was a this or that or whatever, you knew he was possibly gay, whatever it was, you knew that.
Hmm.
So whatever happens during this marriage, you need to stick with the husband, period. Because who is going to, God put us here as women for a reason. And that reason is to help him. You know, a woman is a helper. So when he is down and out, miserable because of something that he did 40, 30, 20 years ago, because he's locked up in prison, who he gonna write to? Who's really gonna hold him down? Who's gonna love him? I
You
mean, you're
know,
supposed to be that one to do it.
mm,
Period. You got all his kids.
I hear what you're saying, but what's so ironic about this is he being accused of messing with underage girls. Now he got a baby girl of his own, and she out there. They saying Beyonce forced him to go on the red carpet for Blue Ivy for her first. This her first movie premiere, her first time in the spotlight for real. This is her time to shine as a young
Hmm.
lady, and her father is being accused of raping young women. So is this God playing a trick on this man? Is this karma coming back? This got to be biting him in his ass because look at his. She's a young lady. Like how can now her most shining moment is overshadowed by her father allegedly
Wow.
assaulting young women. You see how that play out?
Mhm. Yep. You know, that's not that is definitely the devil's plan. Like just as live and and ready and strong and powerful, not just as but just as God is alive and doing things and working hard for us, so is this devil. So at the same time that this beautiful, strong, powerful movie,
Mm-hmm.
Mufasa is coming out, of course, you got this devil and his little demons, his little agents, little people running around here trying to make sure that they continue to pull God's people down. I mean,
And
that's
you
it's what
know,
it's what it's been about since the beginning. And yes, I'm not saying this stuff is true because I can't say it is or not. But even if it is, what a time to try to present this to the public. What a
yeah.
time.
They did it on a Sunday. And I'm like, what court is open on a Sunday so they can change the narrative? First, it was all about Diddy. They said they weren't going to release the name of the other celebrities. They went on a Sunday and redid everything, had it out on the news a Sunday night, right before the premiere of her movie, which is Mufasa. And if you know anything about The Lion King, Mufasa is the father of Simba. So her father is being accused of this shit right before her movie premiere. She only 12 years old. Ain't no telling when she gonna turn 13, but what's her story gonna be? Right before my 13th birthday for the premiere of the Mufasa movie, my father was accused of messing with a 13-year-old girl. And when people go see the movie, they gonna be trying to tie Jay-Z to Mufasa, and if there's subliminal messages in the movie, then this been planned out for a long time.
Right. Exactly. I haven't seen the movie. Is it out yet?
No, they premiering it now, so it's about to be hitting, and it might bomb at the theater because they a part of it. People probably wouldn't want to take their kids to be a part of something
Exactly.
that got pedo written all over it.
Exactly. And you know what the thing of it is even with the way people are, how wicked a lot of, Satan's people are,
Hmm.
they would use that as a reason to not go see that movie.
Yeah,
That movie has absolutely nothing to do with Jay Z, and maybe it does because he did, I think, produce a couple of those records on The Lion King. Maybe
yeah,
I'm not
they
sure.
did.
Yeah, but the thing of it is that you know they would make that a whole entire reason not to go see that movie. Oh, we're not gonna go see that because I mean too much going on. There's criminals and A, B, C, and D and whatnot.
Hmm.
And so yeah, and now this girl, and her legacy, this Mufasa movie, this is forever. This is Disney. So now the billions of dollars that millions or whatever it is that she could be making off of this for the history of the
Hmm.
movie,
Hmm.
now it's
Cut
cut
short.
into a third. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Because they
Yeah,
will disassociate themselves very quickly. If some shit like this hit the news, that's like you go to work, your boss heard something about you, they'll fire you for having tattoos or whatever the case is. So they going, the movie already done, but I know they salty, they sour that he was even there. Like, damn, the Knowles family, they don't spend all this money to produce this movie. now their name is tarnished. Like it's just bad for it's really bad for their daughter, man. I know. Hopefully, it don't affect her that bad, but I don't see how it wouldn't.
Right. Yeah. I don't either. I mean, you know, I think you are also into astrology too. I don't know what her sign is, but some people are more affected by things like this than others, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that she has some pretty strong parents,
Mm-hmm.
very strong minded, spiritually strong. I know Beyonce is. I know a lot of people don't like her and they might feel like she's whatever it is that they think, but these is pretty strong people. So hopefully the daughter understands these concepts that they, you know, try to instill in her, or at least related to this issue. Um, Hopefully she'll, you know, be able to overcome it. It is a challenge, but I mean, I don't know,
Only
man.
time will tell, man. All we could do is stay prayed up for the baby girl in the situation. I think this is karma. It got to be karma. The way things playing out for Jay-Z, it got to be karma, man. But one thing for sure, we love you to death. And I don't know what be taking you so
Love you,
long to call.
Sean.
Real talk, man. Nothing but love for you. Make sure you call back the next time we go live. We going to holler at you soon. Real talk, baby. All right, you be good out there. Hello, hello. Who this is here?
What's going on, my brother?
Hey, what's up, man? We need you to cut that off in the background, pretty please. And we really, really want to hear what you got to say about all this.
All right, I appreciate you. I did.
No doubt.
I
All right,
was
all
looking
right.
at that. I was born in 1980, man, and now I've been, a Jay-Z fan. I've been Biggie fan. I've been, we listen to all their music and whatnot, but we
Mm-hmm.
have to get past, what they present us in the media. We don't know what these folks, live like in their private lives.
Mm-hmm.
Um, But when I look at this whole Jay Z thing or whatever, I don't like to mention up names on other people's platforms, but JW, she called this a long time ago, Um, but I look at it as like this: it's a domino effect. It's a domino effect, and I hear a lot of people, talking about, bringing down black people, this, that, and the other, whatever. But you got to look at it. Who paid them? Who are the owners of these industries, the Interscopes, the Capitals and stuff like that? Your Clive Davises and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You never
Mm-hmm.
hear about these guys. You know, um, they're protected, but at the same time, it's us black folks. You can even look up, what's this guy's name? Clarence Avant, the godfather of what is it, hip hop or whatever it is, the black godfather, whatever. They got rid of him. He knew too much,
Mm.
And my thing is like you can't do everything these white folk do.
If they did, they probably wouldn't be in this type of trouble. Hip hop has been very vulgar, brother. You know that. It's been vulgar. The album cover's been vulgar. The video's been vulgar. The lyrics been vulgar. It's all been vulgar. It's easy to put this stuff on these men because they never, if they would have did what the white folks do, they would have been suited and booted and wouldn't have been putting no shit out there like that. They would have been protecting their ass. This was gonna happen eventually. They all gonna catch hell. They've been able to get away with slinging dirt, with selling. They
Yeah.
haven't been making an honest living, man. It's all been evil. You can't try. There's no way you can really protect somebody that's been promoting evil and selling evil their whole entire career. It always been corrupt.
Right. Even when you go to, NWA and all them guys, they what is it called? The communities and things like that. Easy and all them, it's the game, it's the game. Yeah.
Clive Davis ain't never said these bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, man.
No, but
The
he has
people,
somebody else to do it.
hey, and if you put yourself out there and that's what's selling, that's what the people want. Society is really the problem because the industry only give the people what they want. So, it says a lot about society. We just as guilty as the rappers because we promoted it, we bought it, we listened to it, we enjoyed it.
And we listen to the frequencies and we have to repent.
Yep.
And everybody knows that Beyonce's folks, she from Texas, Louisiana, that hot sauce and all that. They're into the 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 witchcraft and whatever it is like that. They're dark people, you know. You look at all of Beyonce's, concerts and most of her videos. You look at some of the subliminals. They're all
Mm-hmm.
demonic, you know. Sasha Fierce and all these entities and stuff like that. She ain't got no God in her, but they got these different contracts out and whatnot. 30-year contracts. Those contracts are up. Just like, matter of fact, Cat Williams told you on the club Shay Shay. This year is going to be the year that everything's going to come out.
Sure did. Said it.
Straight up, we thought, people thought he was crazy, this, that, and the other, whatever. But it is happening right now. He named names, you know. And when I was a kid, I was born at 80,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm fit, at 2000. Was it 1995? I'm watching Foxy Brown at 15 years old. The ill, all this. I'm like, damn, how the hell did she? Excuse my language. How the heck did she get on these videos talking about this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, you got to understand, when we were kids in the 80s, you had dudes rolling up at high school getting the girls that you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is crazy. And half those dudes who are doing some of that trash that they were doing at that time right now, like they were doing it in front of everybody, they had been locked up or dead, because I would have killed them if they would have came, unalive, if they would have came my daughter that way.
Hey, bro, like I know, back then, their parents was telling them, get you an older man. You better bring somebody home that got some money. If he broke, don't deal. How you gonna tell your child to get somebody that got money? Don't be messing with no broke men. When you young, all the young boys broke. They ain't old enough to have jobs. They ain't old enough to have cars. They ain't old enough to have the things that a lot of women was taught to go out there and get. Don't bring home nobody. If you mess with somebody, he better have some money. Now that was the narrative back in the day, man.
Yeah, at the same time, I didn't grow up in a household like that, but I know other households that were like that. But then you have to look at the mom.
Yep.
Look at the mom and who she with or whatever, and how old she was. It's all
Yep.
taught.
Mm-hmm.
It's all taught. Go after this and go after that. And then on top of that, I don't mean to hold you up, but my thing is they're going after Jay-Z and all these artists and whatnot. That's fine. If they did wrong, they did wrong. Lock them up. I don't give a damn if you're black, white, Hispanic, Filipino, or whatever it is like that. Lock them up. But at the same time, how does a 13-year-old girl get a limo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go to a mansion in an empty room with Diddy and whoever and the celebrity B, runs around and escapes and goes to a gas station, calls her dad, and nothing happens. Now, if that was my daughter, I'm calling the police and I'm showing up somewhere.
Yeah.
So something ain't right.
Seeing these pictures with Foxy Brown and her being so young, and homie got an appetite.
Oh yeah, he got one. Yeah, he got one. He should have kept
Yeah.
it overseas.
Yeah, homie
You know?
definitely got an appetite.
I'm like Jeremiah Wright. The chickens have come home to roost, and they're gonna have to pay for what they've done.
But they all had a Nas. She was with the firm. They all shit. She was a pass around, man. Everybody got a snack out of Foxy.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I heard that she had the syphilis. She
Yeah,
caught the syphilis. That's the reason she went deaf.
yeah, man. They really
But he's been paying her off and paying her off and paying her off, paying her off just to keep quiet.
just to keep quiet, and she won't say. She will not Play them games because she already said people been coming to her house. She been followed, and that's something she got to deal with for the rest of her life. If she ever squeal or open her mouth, it's game over. Not only on her, but her family and whoever.
Well, when he get locked up, she can write a book and she get all her. Well, publishers ain't worth nothing now. Well,
But you
she'll
know
write
what
a
they
book.
gonna do? The Me Too movement. Every day she gonna have so much protection. They'll probably give her a big bag just to come out and tell her story, man.
Right. And Jay-Z was a big promoter of the Me Too.
Yeah, and the LBG too, and all that stuff. He figured he was safe because he played ball. You see him sit down with Oprah. He did an interview with Gayle King. You figure that's their guy. But now you think Gayle King gonna do another interview with Jay-Z?
No, sir.
Hell no.
And the crazy thing about it, they say, Dre is going, Oprah's going there. But my thing is right, and I'm let you go. I know there's other people on the call. But my thing is my brother, is why they bring up Ashton Kutcher, they bring up Ellen DeGeneres and all these people. They were there, but they don't have indictments on them.
Yeah. Well, like I said before, they never put themselves out there like that. You ain't never seen Ellen talk about these hoes pointing at some girl's ass, talking about these hoes ain't shit, man. But you seen Jay-Z and Diddy do it. You ain't never seen Ashton Kutcher in the music video with his shirt off with a chain swinging with a bunch of hoes twerking their butts in front of the camera.
But that's
You
what
ain't
they
gonna find
do
that
to us.
nowhere.
They make us incriminate ourselves.
No, they wanted to put them chains on. They wanted them hoes to be in their videos. They the ones that took the pen and the paper and wrote them lyrics. It was all
Yeah.
now in the 90s, it was all about being the illest. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Survival. It was especially in New York, and I feel like that's why they're catching the most hell. It was all about being the illest MC, the most mentally sick, deranged, crazy, the sickest bastard out there. So if you in the group or you in the industry with these men, they all trying to prove that they the wildest dude out there in the street, like Blade Brown on Class Act, the illest nigga on my
Oh,
block.
Blade. Kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Kid play.
They all trying to be the most gulliest dude. So they willing to do or say anything just to prove to their peers that, oh, that's an ill nigga.
Yeah.
So if they in the party and there's some young bird in there, they saying Jay-Z went first. Like, I'm from show you niggas how Brooklyn do. Biggie said, I like them young, fresh, and clean with no hair in between. Know what I mean? And the name of the song is
You heard what
called
you
Dead
said, right?
Wrong.
Hey, brother, you heard what you said, right?
What's up?
Jay-Z went in first, right?
That's what they said.
When I was a kid, I'm older now. I never wanted a sloppy second. I wanted to be the only one. I ain't like no trains.
No, but after he showed them he the illest, how he get down. I'm gonna show y'all how Blade Brown get down. I'm gonna show y'all how what Tommy Buns get down. After
Oh,
he
okay.
put it down and showed them it's 2000. He got the do-rag on with the jersey on his gully shit. Next thing you know, Diddy like, oh, I'm a wild nigga too. I'm from Harlem. I'm about to show you niggas shit at Jay a wild nigga. I'm a wild nigga too.
Shiny
And
suit guy.
Shiny suit guy. He just as ill. He got to show them that he just as ill as Jay-Z is ill, and whoever else in the room like shit. We could all what they said. We could all get ill.
Yeah. But guess what? They all going down together.
Chain
Because
gang.
Diddy, hey, check this out. Diddy is talking. Well, he ain't got to talk. They
He
already
ain't
got
got
the
to talk.
videos.
Busby is talking.
Huh?
Busby, the lawyer, he the one doing all the damn talking, man. He the one that's raking in all the cash off of this shit.
And they're gonna break him. They're gonna break him, even knowing that he's gonna be found guilty. They're gonna drain his pockets. So cold. I hope he put some stuff back into his kid's name because everybody know everything in his mom's name.
Hey man, it was a hell of a ride. Crime, what they say, crime pays. It did, but now they got to pay back. It's just like taxes. You could enjoy it while you got it, while it is fun while it lasts, but they ain't gonna let them keep it, man. And you know what? You a real brother, man. That's why the next time when I go live, we looking forward to you calling back because you know a lot of things about a lot of things. You come up in the 80s era, so you know what's going on, man. We appreciate you. The next time we go live, call back, man. We going to holler at you soon. Real talk. No doubt, no doubt. Hey, shout out to him, and I appreciate his phone call, man. $2.5 billion. There's nothing that he can't buy except for his innocence. Except for his innocence. My question is, how did they lose the protection? Well, I know how they lost it. They started with that black excellence shit. When I first heard black excellence, that's when I knew trouble was ahead. Because you could be black and you could be excellent, but when you start promoting it the way they was promoting it, they look at that like black power. Look, they was all on. You got LeBron James. You got every person with a bag. Master P, Tyler Perry, Colin Kaepernick. When they started talking this black excellence and they got billions of dollars, it's like, hell, take y'all ass back to Africa. Black Power, this some old Black Panther shit. How did they not know they was gonna catch hell? Hello, who this is, man?
Hello?
Yo. Hey, what's going on? We need you to cut that off in the background so we can hear what you got to say, dog.
Oh, all right. Let me know that's down son.
No doubt.
Yeah, well, I'm a 72 baby.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
And what I wanted to say is, back in the days when MC Light and, Cool G Rapper and all them, and if you look at the videos, how the way they had females on there with baggy clothes and stuff like that, that's when hip-hop was hip-hop. You have all these other ones that came in, they turned it into a freak show.
Mm.
And I look at it like this. They had people that fought for our rights, died for us, and it's a shame that their dreams don't went down the drain.
Mm.
Our own people is, how can I put it? Not to be in a terrible way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it like this. It's just sad. They want to talk about R. Kelly. R. Kelly got charged on from some old charges that happened way back. That were convicted R. Kelly. Mm-hmm. Now you had pedophiles way before R. Kelly in the rap game. These boys been doing stuff to young girls way back then, before R. Kelly came in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
What I want to say is, us as black people, something got to give. We got to change some kind of way, for things to get better for us. But if we don't, I don't know what to say about that. It's just sad.
You know what it is, man. Our biggest problem, since we talking about our people, our biggest problem today is we don't realize that the party is over. We've been partying for a long time, man. This whole hip hop genre, it's been one big party. The R&B music, it just been one big party. Like there's a time where you have to stop partying and get serious, get into some. Our whole culture is based on the party. They say hip hop is a culture. So it's a party culture. That's why we got so many nail salons, beauty parlors and shit, barbershops, people getting ready for the party. Even if you ain't going to a party, it's people that go get their nails, their hair and toes done, and they about to be sitting up in the house, but they're prepared 24/7 for a party. People
You
spend their
ain't never
money.
lied.
People spend their money on clothes, designer, Gucci, Fendi, like they about to go to a ball. And they ain't about to go nowhere but the word. And come home.
And don't even have a pot to piss in.
But prepared to party.
You know what I wanted to say? I love the work that you do, and I hope you just keep on. I hope you be doing it for a long time, and I'm glad that they have somebody like you, that a brother like me that's from the '70s and could speak on half of the stuff that black people been doing for years. I look at it and I think it's really sad how the way they, especially females, let men, treat them that way, because during the '70s and the '80s, like and stuff like that, they didn't. These women, these girls care about themselves. Like Queen Latifah, when she first came into the rap game, she ain't had no booty shorts on and all these other kind of stuff that these girls is doing now. It was positive rap. Everything was positive. No cursing in it. Only one that you had back in the days that was doing all that, it was Two Live Crew.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. Till NWA came along, then you had them. Then MC Hammer came with 357 and they little bike types and stuff like that. That was about it, But other than that, rap was rap, and they just took rap to another level that and it can't come back from. Rap done took over the R&B. You don't even hear no R&B music no more.
You know what, brother? I hear what you're saying. But even back when they had the black medallions and they was throwing up the piss, that was throwing up their fists and stuff, that was all niche. That's what was selling at the time. If it was making a dollar, everybody was on it. When Queen Latifah was talking about ladies first and all that with the black power stuff, that's because that's what was selling. You remember them HBCU days, FAMU, when they had the black
Yeah,
history lessons? That's what was in at the time. So in order to get a bag, you got to do what's in. You see how they flipped the script when gangster music started popping, then everybody wanted to be gangster. So people
yeah,
was always following the bag. It's not like they was doing it to be political or nothing like that. They knew that's what the record companies wanted at the time to get a check. Public Enemy, Chuck D, he was on some gangster shit before they started doing the Public Enemy. He was rapping about the frat parties and stuff. But they had a lane to get some money on some black consciousness. Prime example, is there anything conscious or black conscious about Flavor Flav? He did
no,
a damn show. He did a show with Bridget Nielsen, kissing all on that woman. He did the Flavor of Love. He got all
yeah,
these women. Wasn't nothing conscious about Flavor Flav, but that's the way they was able to get a bag because that's what they was paying for. Now, if Queen Latifah would have came out in the late 2000s, she would have just been another Lizzo.
yeah, yeah, exactly. You're right about that.
Yeah,
You're right
man.
about
So
that.
people
But
gonna follow the money, man. It ain't got nothing. People don't give a damn about nothing but that money. So when you listen to them records and they talking all that black righteous whatever they was talking about, they was doing it because that's what was paying at the time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just that them boys was getting them young girls, and I could make you a rapper and using them for their body as as 13 and as a young age. Them boys, them Jay-Z, P Diddy, and the rest of them boys was raping them girls back in the days.
Mm.
They just was doing what the hell they feel like doing because they had money. I could pay you a couple of hundred and you won't say nothing because a couple of hundred back in them days was a lot to a person.
Yeah.
You know, it
But
was
you know
like
what?
hush. It was
Not
like
to
hush money.
and not to cut you off, but to their credit to a certain extent, a lot of times when they started popping, when they started rapping, they was young men. So of course they like young women. But the problem is you gotta know when to let it go. They've been rapping, you a 50-year-old rapper, you obviously ain't let it go. You still trying to
Huh.
cling yeah, you still trying to cling on to this person that you was when you was a child. Like when do you grow? When do you mature? When do you move on? You got like Diddy, for example. He's still trying to be that young man. He ain't get married. His kids grown. He partying with his kids. He sharing girlfriends with his kids. He ain't never let it go.
That because people don't know how to. You know what? By you saying that, I got a friend that's stuck in the 80s.
Mm.
Don't want to let the 80s go. Still talk that 80s stuff. When you get a certain age, it's some things you just got to let go. You got to tell yourself, I'm older now. I got to become more wiser and think about the decisions that I make in life.
Mm-hmm.
And half of these boys don't want to do that. They don't want to let go of the past.
No, they figure if they let go, then what else they got to go to? Because they know how.
Bingo, bingo. There you go, right there.
Yep.
I
Because
don't have nothing else.
once you figure out how to make some money, you figure, hell, shit, if I quit doing this, then I ain't gonna be able to make the money. They don't want to take the chance, so it take a toll on them all the way around. They still behaving like they was behaving in the 80s, even though they grown ass men. Now they got to pay for it.
Exactly.
Sick business, man. Some sick business, man. One thing for sure, we appreciate you, brother, because you called in and let the people know exactly what's going on, man. You one of the realest. That's why the next time when I go live, you got to call back. We brothers, we got to stick together, man. I'm my brother's keeper. We ain't got nothing but love for you. We going to holler at you on the next stream. Real talk, brother, man. You be good out there.
You too, bro. And happy holidays to you and your family.
Oh, man, you too, bro. We going to holler at you soon. No doubt. Happy holidays to all of y'all. That's what it is, man.